Alright guys, here we are on a Monday morning, May 19th. Felix is still plugging away, getting the staircase tiled up, looking good. Otto is helping him. Otto kind of gives him a tip, tells him how to do it properly, you know. Because, you know, Felix is from the old school. He's like from batch 201 or 05, and they starting to get old. They forget things. So Otto, a young man, he reminds them. All right, and out here we got Naldo and Joshua putting up the perimeter for the what's going to be the more extension of the outside deck. Oh, and they dug up some firewood. All right, nice. We can charge Mama Fraser for that wood there. It's 500 pesos of wood right there. We're going to pour all this and tile it in here. So we'll get that taken care of today. I don't know if we'll get it all poured and everything, but we'll get it laid out. And we actually got to get some gravel. We're out of gravel. In here, our kitchen guys have returned. Jim Boy and Clemente. Clemente.
The nickname is
Mente. Okay. So we're making this happen here. Looking good.
Not good because 1 week.
1 week delay, but no worries. It happens. We all got other issues besides our work. Coming upstairs up here, I can smell the paint and the skim coat going on. They're outside painting away out there. Taking care of business. Looking good. Cecilio is up here putting the finishing touches on the metal roof. Always the master craftsman, making everything look good. He's quite the steel worker. He's also a master goat washer. He always wants to wash the goat, give the goats a bath. That's when we get downtime. That's a joke, people. That's a joke. Goats don't like water, so that's why I joke about it. And their painters are making it happen here. House is going to look beautiful when they're done. Started epoxying up the putting a body filler. They got Bondo automotive body filler, which is cool. And they're putting up the seams there on the deck, the railing, and back in here, as I mentioned before, they got to keep. They're trimming out the corners here, which is a time-consuming process. We got, if I do the shelves, it's also time consuming, lots of cuts. So, alright guys, that's what's going on. I don't know, let me see if I think they're painting downstairs or something. Yeah. That's what I smell, is the Bondo. Certain smells bring back certain memories. I couldn't place the memory, but the Bondo auto body filler. I wonder if you can even buy that in the States anymore. Okay, and in here, yeah, more skim coat. All right, looking good. Yeah. Oh, they got that done. And in this corner over here too. Okay. Yeah, having to work around moving all the stuff that we got, and all we need now is our window people here, and we'll have a full operation going. Alright guys, I'll come back and get a shot in the afternoon of what's going on, see what we got done. Yeah, up there painting as well up there. Making you famous. Putting the, yeah, that's the white. Back to the house build. The guys got the kind of the perimeter wall set here for the rest of the patio. I think they're digging up filler dirt right now, and in the front door, which is going to be a glass door, sliding. I think it's a sliding door. I'm getting that all framed up. Aluminum there. All right, guys, here we are. Monday afternoon. Crew's just left, and we had the kitchen guys back today. Jim Boy and Clementine is his name. And they're plugging away here. Got those cabinets up above the window there, which is interesting. Definitely when we got the patio cover on there, and then we got the cabinet on there. The cabinets on there definitely kind of makes the space a little smaller. It also kind of makes it a little darker in here, but we got the lights there. And one thing that we didn't quite take into account was we put lights up above on those trim pieces there, and I'm not quite sure why we put the trim pieces up there since we put the cabinets in there like that, but it is what it is. Let me see if I can get it to work here. There, we got lights up above, so yeah, almost like incidental cove lighting above the cabinets there. So they got that done. Our window guys were here. They got in Christian and Raymond, and they got in this frame here. It's gonna have a sliding door in the fixture of it here, and then a couple of lights, a couple of glass up above. So we'll have that there. Take a look at it from the outside. Let me get my mic on here. There we go. What does that kind of look like from the outside? And it's nice they clean up after themselves each day, which I do appreciate. And a little trash here, pick that up. They also come in here, and let's see what we got going on in here. They got the light hooked up in here. No, got the shower door in. I don't think it's been siliconed or anything. It's just been kind of screwed in place, and basically it becomes a it's got the frosted privacy glass in it. I'm not sure if we needed all that, but that's okay. Looks good. Nice size shower. This CR bathroom is not as big as the one we have in the Kubo, but it's still nice. Yeah, we still got to just do some silicone in here, but yeah, a couple. That's down there. Go upstairs and take a look. They got some painting done. Notice that on the outside. And they also told me they're going to put 2 coats of paint on the exterior and the interior, I believe. I know the exterior for sure. Which is kind of nice. So hopefully it'll hold up. Out here on the patio, they were out here pretty much putting this flashing in alongside here to make sure we don't get any rain dripping down. And you'll see a lot of the skim coat, the white spots here. They will actually come along and clean all that up, believe it or not. It's I don't have any problems about cleaning stuff up. It's kind of interesting that they'll spend the time doing that as opposed to putting a tarp down, but that's just the way they do things here. So they got that done there. Got a lot of the Bondo on all the seams here. I sanded it down, the rust, and then put the Bondo on there as a filler for all the areas. Let me get out here and show you the paint if I can. Slip past out here. And yeah, you see we're getting the paint on there. And the white. I'm getting the white. It's going to be the white columns with this gray here. A battleship gray, if you will. It kind of looks nice, so I like it. Kind of subdued here in the Philippines, and I'm kind of liking that. Foreman did not come back this afternoon. He had some motorbike troubles again, but he's got those done over there. These spaces there. A little trim. Get a little grout in there. It'll be looking sharp. And he's got one more this side over here to finish up. And then he'll be done with that and to move on to the floor. Hoping we can wrap this room up this week so the window guys can put their shower door in. That would be, and get the windows in. That would be nice. We can get that done earlier in the week. Painters have been up here. This is kind of their area now. They're taking care of business. My brother-in-law is over there. He's gonna be he's working on that slide, putting an epoxy coat on the outside, and then he's gonna paint it for us. Light blue we got, or a blue color, and then we got him. He's gonna paint the gutters up as well, so, or the downspouts, I should say. So that's going on there. Oh, let's take a look. I can go out down this way actually. The stairs here are done. Came back nice. Interesting is there's a couple spots in here that where the tiles are not in sequence. The color of the tiles are not in sequence. If you look, let me come down here and see if I can show it to you. One of them, all of them are black. They, they kind of goes as gray, as white, black, black, and then white. This one up here goes to gray, white, white, gray. So actually, and it's not the sequence, it's how they cut them, because this is obviously a line right there, and how he laid it out. It's kind of it's a mistake, if you will, but no big deal. He actually, I don't know who, someone pointed it out, and but there is one down here too where they started off on the black side here, but it's not the end of the world, people. It doesn't have to be in perfect uniformity there. And out here we got our the electrician, after he got done with the pool, came over here and put a few more outlets in here for us, because we're going to put fans in there, oscillating fans, kind of like we have on our Kubo over there. They move a lot of air. It works pretty well, so because the ceiling can be kind of low, so we wouldn't be able to have many ceiling fans out here. So that is there. And so tomorrow we're going to be 3 guys short because of cockfighting again. And but we got this here. So probably in the morning we'll pour cement here and get this, if the gravel comes, I can get out here and get this part done. And this is going to be an extension of the patio that we're going to do. And this will all be one big matching tile here. Alright guys, there's a look at our pool with the lights flashing there. And that's what we got done today on this Monday. So stay tuned for more. There's a shot of the house from the front here with the paint on there. And they're putting a faux window trim around there. A nice white paint. That was their idea. I think it looks really good, so I'm glad they did that. It's looking pretty sharp there. So. Good to see the paint going on. On the house build today, we're down 3 guys because of they're out cockfighting today. So got a couple laborers here, a couple of carpenter guys, and we are going to pour this patio or pour this slab here. And it'll be tiled all up. We're going to tile all the way across here. Nice and tiled there. Window guys are here. Painters are here. Lots going on. Kitchen cabinets are here. So work is happening. Work is happening around the house. More to follow. Alright, Tuesday on the house build. Putting in our folding doors here. Folding glass door. This is going to be interesting. Got all sorts of hardware down here. Every time I see more hardware, I see more stuff that can go wrong. Sorry, I think sometimes keep it simple, but we're past that point. There they are. They kind of got the this part of the front here, and there's going to be a sliding part, I think, here. I think that's what's happening here. And then we're going to have to figure out how we're going to finish off the trim on the front of that thing. I'm not sure what we're going to do there. Working on some of the other windows in here. Upstairs and take a look, see what's going on up there. Oh, they're in here painting the halls. I'm not going to go up there. Yeah. Primer or paint?
Primer.
Primer, okay. Ah, smells like oil. Woo! And we're working on another window there.
You have a duct tape.
A what?
You have the duct tape. You have the duct tape.
Duct tape? Yeah, yeah. You need some duct tape? Painters are up here, painting away. We're making progress. We're going to hopefully, on the inside, they started working their way down the stairwell with the primer. So we're getting lots of painting done. Hopefully they can get the second floor up there, the interior all done this week, and come downstairs and start doing stuff. Window guys are still working up there too, so it's all coming together here. It's just taking a while. We got some more cement work going on here. Our next project is we're going to extend this out to meet this other the sidewalk here that's for the kubo. We're going to come off in the same height right here, do the exposed aggregate, run it all the way down to that corner down there. We also need the cement behind the slide there. Right where that white tarp is, that's a white tarp I got covering up a water filter there because the filter is not it's a clear housing, which is not good for UV rays, so I got it covered up, but I need to anyway, we're going to put the drain there, like a little outdoor shower. You can hose off after you want to get the chlorine off again or whatever, but so that's what we're going to do there. But I got to figure out what we're going to do with our kitchen setup here. I'm thinking just take that drain out, we can cap it off with some cement, and the drain is just going to run out into the outside this fence into the back here. And if we ever have to, it's kind of like we do with the rain gutter up there. We'll just tie it into a pipe, and we can always just run it to the front of the house or wherever we need to. Because the fence is offset on the property, you still have about 6 inches from where the fence is to your actual property line. So we can run piping around to wherever we have to, and get it to drain out to the front of the house. That is one of the issues here in the Philippines. You got a lot of flooding that goes on because there really is no public works type, planning for water runoff. And it's just one of those things. I mean, it's kind of it's a developing nation. I don't know what you want to call it. Here in the province, they don't kind of really think those things through, but we'll figure it out. All right, guys, here we are on the Fast Eddie house build on a Tuesday afternoon. Guys are getting ready to go. They put their first folding door in there, an accordion type door. Jim boy, Clementine, we see you tomorrow. Balik. Got that there. It's looking good. And they must have a piece that goes on the top, close that top gap there. We'll have to see what they do with that. Also, the windows have gotten done today. They really put an effort in. Had 4 or 5 guys working here. The only other thing really got done in the house, they poured this slab right here. That's going to be part of our patio. We're going to tile that to match all of this right here. Which, I don't know, maybe we'll start that next week, maybe. Depending on what we got going on. And my wife wants to get an umbrella over here to hang up out here. And probably going to move that cement furniture that we bought earlier this year when we first moved here, and put it right over in here for now. And yeah, I'll go upstairs, but you can see they're getting the paint on up there. So things are coming along. I think I showed you guys these stairs yesterday, but they're done. They've gotten the out of here painted. You can see they did the faux frames around or trimmer pieces around the windows, which I really like. A good idea there. Back in here, getting all the paint done up here. Good color scheme. I think my wife picked out the gray and the white. I like it. Back in the house I grew up in was originally gray, battleship gray. So there it is, color from the 60s. And they do have some unique color choices here in the Philippines. I've seen purple houses, that bright green, kind of a neon green color. So for the windows, we got a few more. Oh, they got the frame in this bathroom window here. So, frame in both these windows. A little bit more needs to be done. They got a few more sliders to get in. They got to get this slider in here. They got to get, or this is actually a folding window there. And then there's a folding window there too. I think is what they're doing, or maybe not. Maybe this is just a sliding glass door too. It's like this one here. But that's there like that. These guys weren't here for the bathroom today. And out doing their cockfighting. I'll turn the outside lights on there. Got the kids coming over. Our nephews are going to come over and swim tonight. Downstairs, we got some more light. I got that window in there, and this small bath. Lots of windows. Let me go around and do the windows. I'll come back to the kitchen. Sliding glass there. And I got this sliding glass door here. This is the front door here. Got that in there. I wish we could hang those wood doors. I wish maybe we'll do that next. Get those out of the way. I don't think they can get painted behind it. They're getting screens in here. This is for the bath. I showed you these in here. This is what they did in here for the bath window. What they did, they split the difference here, so we got two windows in there. Kind of a little odd, but it is what it is. I don't know if we should put a piece of plastic or something behind it, but it's a little different. Not the end of the world, but I'm not quite sure what we were thinking there. Probably should have put separated that out, made two different windows, but it is what it is. I can only sleep over it. This window is here. It's going to be in the walk-in closet, so one of it's fixed and one of it opens. All right. We'll have screens on those as well. Some kind of a sliding screen that slides over, I think. And we got that down there. Let me come out here and get a quick view of this front one here. Since I got the glass up in it. Got the glass in there. It was pretty overcast today. We had a pretty good rainstorm right after lunch, so we had to turn the lights on inside so the guys could see. Working on the windows. And, in the kitchen here, I got the backsplash in back here. I got this. Yeah. Time consuming cutting that up. Got that going on there. That's looking good. Alright guys, that's what we got done on this Tuesday. Tomorrow's a new day. I know the window guys are getting tired of traveling, so I know they're hoping to wrap up tomorrow.